But yeah, again, this is just a fun episode. I'm just here to have fun, right? And being someone that has fun and that likes to have fun, I thought that this would be fun to talk about. So, a majority of voters would likely watch a debate moderated by Joe Rogan. This is fun. Now, whenever I talk about Joe Rogan, I get people, because of the search engine optimization, there's people thirsty for Joe Rogan content on YouTube since he moved to Spotify. They're thirsty. They're really wanting to talk about Joe Rogan on YouTube. So I'm going to try to tap into that market to say that I really want this to happen. After watching the first debate, right? Like, this came out yesterday before the debate. But after watching the first debate, could you imagine? And I know it's not going to happen. I know, right? I'm aware it's not going to happen. Right? I'm aware. But it would be hilarious. Like that, like, I just want to think about it. Like, that's the thing, is I want to live in a fantasy world for a couple of weeks thinking about, is Joe Biden, are Joe Biden and Donald Trump going to debate on a fucking podcaster MMA cringe lords channel for 4 hours? I hope so. So I got this poll was done. 69% of registered voters in the September to 21st to 22nd survey say they're either very or somewhat likely to watch if it were ever to happen, while 31% said the opposite. Now, I'm sure that there's just a segment of society that's just like, I don't care what the debates are, I don't give a fuck, and they don't know who Joe Rogan is, and they don't understand how funny this would be, and that's fine. But first of all, can we talk about the fact that 69% of people support this? That's beautiful. Absolutely wonderful. Men were 9 percentage points more likely than women to say that they would likely watch a debate moderated by Rogan, at 74% and 65% respectively. Republican respondents were also more likely than Democrats or independents to tune into the debate if it were to happen. 8 in 10 Republican voters. That's what's really weird, is Trump said he was okay with doing this. And so as a result, Republicans are like, I'm on board. When they don't really realize that Trump, in a 4-hour debate with no breaks, so like no chance to refill his drug cocktail, right? Like with no audience, like that would not go well for Donald Trump. Maybe it would. I don't know. Maybe it would. But like, I don't know. It's just funny. 8 in 10 Republican voters said that they would likely watch. I think they're just addicted to watching anything that Trump does. Well, 70% of Democrats and 59% of independents said the same. The fact that independents are the lowest, I think, is the interesting thing here. The Hill-Harris X poll was conducted online among 943 registered voters between September 21st and 22nd, and has a margin of error of plus or minus 3.19 percentage points. How do you get 3.19? Like, saying 3 percentage points, that's fine, but 3? Yes, we have decided that by our calculus, the margin of our error shall be 3.1903745.59 percentage points. It's like, what? I don't know, that's weird. But again, I just want to say, after watching the first debate, I really want this to happen. I am in huge support of this. And I want to put that into the world. I want to put my support of more debates, by any means necessary. If we can get more debates, I'm down. That's all. And also the precedent being set of presidential candidates debating on a cringe lord dude bros podcast. Hey, you never know. 8 years from now, maybe presidential candidates will debate on my podcast. That's the goal. And that's the world I'm trying to engineer here. So, absolutely in support. I reckon Rogan would have infinitely more interesting questions, but the debate would be even more chaotic. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like Rogan would like ask the presidential candidates about aliens, like DMT, and like fucking whether or not trans people should be in sports. And like Trump would just scream at people, but it's going to be in like a small studio with like Trump, Biden, and like 15 Secret Service agents in the corner, with like Joe Rogan in the little fucking like sun tanning studio. I don't know. His new fucking set is just bizarre. His new set is fucking weird, right? He like looks like he's in like a fucking tanning salon. It's bizarre, right? Like that would just be fun to watch. Like just on all the levels, it would be fun to watch. Like every single small detail. And again, I'm someone, if you watch my debate coverage, I am a sucker for small details. Again, My favorite part of the debate was Trump saying much faster as like an editorial add-on to what Chris Wallace's question was about. Like that, like I love the small details. The small details for me make everything, right? Because that's like the shit that hits on the subconscious level for most people is the small details, and I love that. Um, but yeah, I like remember fucking Joe Rogan's interview with Bernie Sanders. That was really fucking good. Even though Joe Rogan's kind of a dullard, but like just the idea that like, you know, that was a thing that occurred, I love it. I love it. And then you had Joe Biden in the campaign, the primary, ask Joe Rogan to get on, and then Joe Rogan was like, "Nah, bro, you suck. I'd only have on Bernie," right? And now all of a sudden, Joe Biden's just not even going to mention Joe Rogan's name. I don't know who that is. Never heard of him. Who? Joe who? My name is Joe Biden, not Joe Rogan. Like, I don't know. I like... I'm sorry, like I had this on the mind. I don't know Bo. I know Hunter. He's a crackhead. I'm sorry. I just want that to be in the Joe Rogan studio. Like, I don't care what you're talking about, but what I do care about is your son being on crack. It's just the debate. The debate was way funnier and way scarier than I thought it would be, and I was ready. I was ready for a scary debate, but all I know is that a Joe Rogan debate would be hilarious. That's all I know. And so I will agitate for that to happen because that's the future that I want to live in. Because as Bernie Sanders' 2016 campaign slogan was, I want a future to believe in. And as at this current moment, the best I can hope for is a Joe Rogan presidential debate. Please, we're grasping at straws here. Just give it to me, please. Thank you. Bernie is a bitch, letting them bend him over. William McCaw says, whatever the fuck that means.